Welcome to the world of royal treasures. Today, we uncover the story behind Elizabeth II de Gregford 2024, a stunning coin that's more than just currency. It's a piece of British history, a tribute to Queen Elizabeth II, and possibly a hidden gem worth far more than its face value. Stick around, because what looks like change could change your life. Welcome to the world of royal treasures. Today, we uncover the story behind Elizabeth II de Gregford 2024, a stunning coin that's more than just currency. It's a piece of British history, a tribute to Queen Elizabeth II, and possibly a hidden gem worth far more than its face value. Stick around, because what looks like change could change your life, certainly. Below is a detailed, 10-minute paragraph-style explanation of the 2014 Elizabeth II de Gregford 20-pence coin, covering its numismatic features, historical relevance, design, composition, mintage, and collector interest. This is ideal for long-form content like YouTube videos, blogs, or deep-dive educational coin collecting material. The 2014 Elizabeth II de Gregford 20-pence coin is part of the Royal Mint's modern series of UK decimal coinage, serving both as an essential piece of everyday commerce and a meaningful object of numismatic interest. On first glance, it may appear to be an ordinary coin circulating freely in millions of British pockets and purses. Yet beneath its surface lies a rich tapestry of tradition, symbolism, and design ingenuity that links it to centuries of British, royal, and heraldic history. The obverse of the 2014 20p features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, who introduced the effigy in 1998. This portrait, used until 2015, is known for its honest and lifelike depiction of the monarch, showing her crowned with the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Unlike previous effigies that subtly idealized her appearance, Rank Broadley portrayed the Queen as a dignified and experienced ruler in her later years. Around the portrait is the Latin legend Elizabeth II de Gregford 2014, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription reflects her constitutional role and religious leadership within the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth. Flipping the coin reveals its reverse design, a distinctive feature introduced in 2008 as part of a comprehensive redesign of UK coinage by graphic designer Matthew Dent. Dent's innovative concept was to take the royal shield of arms and divide it among the reverse sides of all lower denomination coins, from 1p to 50p, so that when arranged together, the full coat of arms appears. The 20p coin carries part of the right-hand section of the shield, which includes elements of the lion rampant of Scotland and the harp of Ireland, making it a strong representation of the United Kingdom's unified identity. The denomination 20 pence is written along the top in a serif typeface, maintaining a sense of tradition even within the modern layout. The coin's iconic shape is a curved heptagon, a seven-sided figure with rounded edges. This unusual geometry not only sets the coin apart visually and tactically, but also has a practical role, making the coin easy to identify by touch and compatible with vending machines and other automated mechanisms. From a technical standpoint, the 2014 20p coin is composed of cupro-nickel, a durable alloy consisting of 84% copper and 16% nickel. The coin weighs 5.0 grams, has a diameter of 21.4 mm, and is 1.7 mm thick, dimensions that have remained consistent since the 20p was first introduced in 1982. The edge of the coin is plain, with no milling or inscription, common for the denomination. Minted at the Royal Mint's facility in Llantrisant, South Wales, the 2014 20p was produced in large numbers for circulation, with over 110 million coins struck that year. As a result, it is not considered rare or low mintage in the traditional sense. However, that does not mean it holds no interest for collectors. Coin enthusiasts often collect complete date runs, build shield sets, or seek out high-grade specimens, particularly brilliant uncirculated BU, or proof strikes, which were sold in annual sets or commemorative packaging by the Royal Mint. For collectors, value lies in condition, context, and completeness. Circulated 2014 20p coins generally hold only face value, unless in exceptional condition. However, Uncirculated and mint-packaged versions can sell for $1 to $3, depending on the market and the quality of preservation. The proof version, struck, using specially polished dies for a mirrored finish, is more desirable, often retailing between $5 and $10 or more, especially if still in its original royal mint case with a certificate of authenticity. Coin errors are another point of intrigue. Although there are no officially documented major errors from 2014 like the famous 2008 undated mule, collectors are constantly on the lookout for die cracks, off-center strikes, or misaligned dies, rare anomalies that can greatly increase a coin's value, sometimes into the hundreds of pounds if verified by professional graders. Historically, the 2014 20p coin sits within the closing years of Queen Elizabeth II's six-decade reign, a period marked by both national pride and growing conversations about monarchy, identity, and change. The Queen, by this time in her late 80s, remained a symbol of stability during ongoing political shifts in the UK. In 2014, the country saw the Scottish independence referendum, where Scotland voted to remain in the United Kingdom. This adds a subtle layer of cultural and political resonance to the 2014 coin, especially as its reverse design literally represents the components of the UK, including Scotland's lion rampant. While coins may not express political views, they are witnesses to their times, circulating through historical moments silently yet constantly. For modern collectors, especially those just beginning their coin journeys, the 2014 20p is an affordable, visually interesting, and culturally rich entry point. Its distinctive shape, the shared shield design across denominations, and the closing years of the Queen's fourth portrait all make it a meaningful addition to any collection. In thematic sets like The Reign of Elizabeth II, Decimalization, and After, or Shield puzzle sets, the 2014 coin helps bridge the gap between daily use and national heritage. It's also a great teaching tool, helping new hobbyists learn about coin anatomy, Latin inscriptions, British heraldry, and minting processes. In conclusion, the 2014 Elizabeth II de Gregfa 20p coin may not boast the low mintage of rarer coins or the fame of major minting errors, but it holds deep value as part of the UK's evolving coinage legacy. Representing an important chapter in the story of modern British money, it embodies the monarchy, the unity of the UK nations, and the blend of old and new that defines contemporary numismatics. Whether you're building a date run, assembling the full royal shield design, or simply appreciating the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, the 2014 20p is a coin well worth your attention. Here is a full, detailed, long-form paragraph script on the 2010 Elizabeth II de Gregford 20p coin, providing in-depth information suitable for a 10-minute explanation. Ideal for collectors, educators, or numismatic content creators. The 2010 Elizabeth II de Gregford 20p coin is a prime example of modern British decimal currency that blends tradition with contemporary design innovation. Although it may seem like an ordinary circulating coin to most, to numismatists and historians, the 2010 20p coin carries several significant layers of meaning, reflecting the enduring monarchy, Britain's heraldic history, and evolving coin production techniques. The obverse of the coin features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by the acclaimed sculptor Ian Rank Broadley and introduced in 1998. This portrait shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a well-known diadem passed down through the royal family and often seen in official portraits. Rank Broadley's depiction stands out for its realism and unflinching portrayal of the monarch as a dignified, mature ruler, moving away from the more idealized versions of her earlier years. Surrounding the portrait is the Latin inscription, Elizabeth II de Gregford 2010, which translates to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This long-standing inscription links modern coins to hundreds of years of British coinage tradition, and its continued use reflects the monarch's role as both head of state and symbolic leader of the Church of England. On the reverse, the coin features the modern segment of the Royal Shield of Arms, introduced as part of the 2008 rebranding of UK coinage by young designer Matthew Dent. The innovative concept behind this design was to take the royal arms and split it across the reverse sides of coins from the 1p to the 50p, so that when placed together like puzzle pieces, they form the full shield. The 20p coin specifically shows part of the lion rampant of Scotland and the harp of Ireland, connecting the denomination symbolically with two of the four nations of the United Kingdom. Above the design is the denomination text, 20 pence, rendered in a serifed font that balances modernity with formality. The coin retains its distinctive curved heptagonal shape, seven-sided with rounded edges, which was originally introduced in 1982 when the 20p coin first entered circulation. This unique shape is both tactile and functional, helping the coin to be easily distinguishable by feel, particularly for the visually impaired, and ensuring that it operates smoothly in vending machines and coin slots. The 2010 20 pence coin is struck in cupro nickel, a corrosion-resistant alloy of 84% copper and 16% nickel, and has a weight of 5 grams, a diameter of 21.4 millimeters, and a thickness of about 1.7 mu. The edge of the coin is plain, like all standard 20p coins. It was produced at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, which is responsible for minting all official UK coinage, and has been a centre of coin production excellence for decades. In 2010, the Royal Mint struck over 71 million 20p coins for general circulation, making it one of the more abundant years for this denomination. However, even within a high mintage, collectors often look for die varieties, error coins, and proof quality strikes. For instance, any 2010 20p found with misalignment, die cracks, or incorrect metal composition might carry a premium. While no major national errors are known for this year like the infamous 2008 undated mule, every year of coin production brings the possibility of rare minting anomalies, and dedicated collectors routinely check each coin for unexpected features. Despite being a common coin in circulation, the 2010 20p has value beyond its face denomination for those building date runs, portrait sets, or Royal Shield collections. The coin is a vital piece in the post-2008 design era, representing the third year of the new reverse design. Many collectors aim to assemble complete shield sets, arranging the 1p to 50p coins to form the full royal arms, making the 20p an essential segment. For these thematic collections, uncirculated or proof versions of the 2010 coin are especially prized. The Royal Mint released these coins in brilliant uncirculated BU packs, annual coin sets, and proof editions struck with special dies on polished planchets. While circulated examples hold little more than face value, BU coins can fetch between $1 and $3, and proof versions in original packaging can range from $5 to $10 or more, depending on demand and condition. In a broader historical sense, the 2010 20p coin sits firmly within the second decade of the 21st century, a period marked by Queen Elizabeth II's long and steady reign, and increasing national discussion about the monarchy's future, particularly as the Queen aged into her 80s. Politically and economically, 2010 was a pivotal year in the UK. It saw the formation of the Conservative Liberal Democrat coalition government, following a hung parliament in the general election, and the beginnings of austerity policies in response to the 2008 financial crisis. Though coins like the 20p don't reflect these events explicitly, they become part of the physical history of the country. Objects that change hands during economic growth and hardship alike. They are markers of continuity, even as governments and social conditions shift. In summary, the 2010 Elizabeth II Degregfed 20 pence coin represents far more than a simple piece of currency. It is part of a thoughtfully designed series that ties modern coinage to Britain's centuries-old heraldic traditions and reflects the enduring presence of Queen Elizabeth II as a symbol of national unity. With its striking modern design, durable material, and deep historical symbolism, this coin is a worthy piece in any UK decimal collection. Whether held as a simple everyday item, a collector's treasure, or a teaching tool, it stands as a testament to the blend of utility and artistry that defines British currency in the modern age. Would you like this turned into a voiceover, script for YouTube, or paired with images for a visual guide? I can also do the same long-format explanation for other years like 2009 or 2012 if you're building a coin-by-year collector's series. Here's a full 10-minute detailed paragraph-style breakdown of the 2011 Elizabeth II Degregfed 20 pence coin, offering numismatic, historical, and collector-level insights, ideal for long-form content like YouTube narration or article writing. The 2011 Elizabeth II de Greg of 20p coin is a modern yet historically grounded part of the United Kingdom's decimal coinage system, representing over 3 decades of 20p circulation. While its design may seem familiar, this coin carries layers of significance in terms of royal representation, heraldic symbolism, minting craftsmanship, and collector interest. The 20p denomination was first introduced in 1982 to fill the gap between the 10p and 50p coins and has since become a staple of British daily life. The 2011 edition retains much of the design lineage established in 2008 when the reverse was dramatically updated as part of a full redesign of UK coins. The obverse of the coin features the 4th definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by sculptor Ian Rank Broadley FRBS, and first used in 1998. This effigy remained in circulation until it was replaced by Jody Clark's 5th portrait in 2015. Rank Broadley's depiction is notable for its realism. It avoids the idealized features of previous portraits and instead shows the Queen as a mature and dignified monarch, crowned with the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a piece that has become iconic in royal portraits. The legend inscribed around the portrait reads, Elizabeth II de Greg de 2011, a Latin abbreviation translating to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This time-honored inscription connects the coin to centuries of royal and ecclesiastical tradition. The date 2011 is placed at the bottom, anchoring the coin historically within Queen Elizabeth II's long reign and the 2nd decade of the 21st century. On the reverse, the 2011 20p continues to use the modern shield design introduced in 2008 by Matthew Dent, a young designer who won a public competition to redesign the reverse of all circulating UK coins from 1p to $1. His concept was both brilliant and unifying. When the denominations from 1p to 50p are placed together, they form the full image of the Royal Shield of Arms, the complete coat of arms of the United Kingdom. The 20p coin displays a portion of the shield, specifically the section showing the Lion Rampant of Scotland and part of the Harp of Ireland, subtly representing the unity of the nations that form the UK. Above the design is the denomination, text, 20p, while the bottom is dominated by the coin's unique curved heptagon shape, a distinctive 7-sided design with smooth rounded edges that make the 20p easily recognizable by touch. The coin is made of cupro nickel, consisting of 84% copper and 16% nickel, and has a weight of 5 grams, diameter of 21.4 mm, and thickness of 1.7 mm. Its shape not only makes it distinctive and hard to counterfeit, but also ensures it can be used reliably in vending machines and other automated systems. The edge is plain, like all 20p coins. It was minted at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, which has been responsible for producing all UK coinage since the early 1970s. In terms of mintage, the 2011 20p was produced in significant quantities, for general circulation, meaning it is not rare in the traditional sense. However, precise mintage figures are valuable for collectors, and in 2011, the Royal Mint produced around 69.6 million 20p coins for circulation, making it one of the more common years. That said, coin collectors don't just look at rarity in terms of total numbers. Condition, errors, die varieties, and provenance, such as inclusion in official sets, all contribute to a coin's value. Circulated examples typically carry only face value, unless in uncirculated or better condition. Brilliant uncirculated, BU specimens, often sold in mint packs or collector folders, can fetch $1 to $3, while proof versions, struck using specially polished dies on highly reflective blanks, can be worth significantly more, particularly when still housed in Royal Mint packaging with a certificate of authenticity. While the 2011 20p coin is not famous for major mint errors, it's always worth examining coins carefully. Collectors occasionally find examples with die, cracks, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, which, while uncommon, can increase value. Unlike the 2008 undated mule error, which occurred when obverse and reverse dies from mismatched issues were used together, the 2011 edition has not been associated with any such high-profile mistakes. However, interest in low mintage years and die anomalies has steadily grown in the UK coin collecting community, so even standard years like 2011 are routinely examined by enthusiasts for hidden treasures. From a historical standpoint, 2011 was a relatively stable year during Queen Elizabeth II's reign. The UK was experiencing political and economic recovery after the 2008 financial crisis. And culturally, the nation was looking ahead to the Queen's Diamond Jubilee in 2012. The coin, minted just a year prior, serves as a symbol of continuity amid change. In numismatic terms, the 2011 20p fits into a multi-decade narrative of the decimalization of British currency, started in 1971. It also forms part of a sub-collection of coins featuring the Royal Shield of Arms design, making it a key piece in modern coin runs. Some collectors focus on building full sets of Matthew Dent shield coins, arranging them into the full image, a display which has become increasingly popular in educational and hobbyist circles. In summary, the 2011 Elizabeth II de Gregford 20p coin is an accessible and visually compelling example of modern British currency. While it may be common in number, it is rich in artistic intent and symbolic design. It stands as a representation of Queen Elizabeth II's late reign, the craftsmanship of the Royal Mint, and the enduring value of British heraldry. For collectors, it may not be a jackpot find, but it is certainly a necessary and dignified entry in any date-based, design-based, or portrait-based coin collection. As always, condition is key, and even common coins can shine when preserved in pristine state. Would you? Certainly. Here is a long, detailed, 10-minute paragraph-style explanation of the 2012 Elizabeth II de Gregford 20p coin, ideal for collectors, educational content, and long-form YouTube narration. The 2012 Elizabeth II de Gregford 20p coin is a key piece of modern British coinage and a fascinating item for numismatists, offering both historical resonance and design continuity within the broader narrative of UK currency. Although at first glance it may seem like a routine circulating coin, the 2012 20p encapsulates an intersection of tradition, national symbolism, and royal representation, all captured within a small but meticulously crafted object, struck by the Royal Mint during the later years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. This coin features the monarch's fourth definitive portrait, created by sculptor Ian Rank Broadley, who introduced the design in 1998. This portrait shows Her Majesty facing right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, and is admired for its realism and dignified portrayal. Unlike earlier effigies which tended to idealize the monarch, Rank Broadley chose a more mature and honest representation, aiming to reflect the Queen's true age and status as a seasoned sovereign. Surrounding the portrait is the timeless Latin inscription, Elizabeth II de Gregford 2012, which translates to, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This formulation, while traditional, emphasizes her constitutional and spiritual roles within the United Kingdom and the broader Commonwealth. The reverse design of the 2012 20p is part of the Royal Shield series, introduced in 2008 following a design overhaul led by graphic designer Matthew Dent. This redesign was a bold departure from the isolated motifs of previous years. Dent ingeniously took the royal arms of the United Kingdom and split the shield's full design across the reverse sides of coins from 1p to 50p. The 20p specifically features the upper right section of the shield, showing part of the lion rampant of Scotland and the harp of Ireland, key elements representing two of the United Kingdom's constituent nations. The denomination 20p is written along the top curve in capital serifed letters, providing clarity and a classical feel. This blending of historical heraldry and modern graphic minimalism gives the 2012 20p a unique place in British design heritage. The coin maintains the heptagonal shape that defines the 20p series, 7 curved sides offering both visual uniqueness and tactile recognizability. This design also serves practical purposes, allowing for seamless vending machine recognition and easy differentiation from other coins in circulation. In terms of technical specifications, the 2012 20p is struck from a durable cupro nickel alloy, composed of 84% copper and 16% nickel. It has a mass of 5.0 grams, a diameter of 21.4 millimeters, and a thickness of approximately 1.7 millimeters. The edge is plain, without any milling or edge lettering, in keeping with the denomination's standard design since its debut in 1982. The coin was minted at the Royal Mints facility in Llantrisant, South Wales, which has been the primary site of British coin production since the 1960s. The total mintage for the 2012 20p coin was substantial. Over 80 million coins were struck for general circulation. As a result, the coin is relatively common and easily found in pocket change even today. However, its collectability is not diminished by its availability. Many collectors seek to build complete date runs, full royal shield sets, or portrait progression collections, all of which make the 2012 20p a valuable addition, despite its lack of rarity. Though its base value remains 20p, the 2012 20p can command higher prices in certain conditions. For example, brilliant uncirculated BU coins, those not intended for circulation and preserved in mint condition, can be worth $1 to $3, particularly when sourced from official royal mint packs or annual sets. Proof versions, which are struck using polished dies on specially prepared blanks, are even more valuable, often selling for $5 to $10 or more, especially if accompanied by certificates of authenticity and housed in their original presentation cases. The aesthetic differences between a proof and a standard strike are dramatic, with the proof showcasing mirror-like fields and frosted design elements, elevating the artistic quality of the coin's relief. Collectors also examine circulated coins closely for minting errors such as off-center strikes, die cracks, plancher flaws, or rotated dies, any of which can greatly increase a coin's desirability and market value. While no officially recognized errors from 2012 are widely documented for the 20p, the ever-watchful eyes of the numismatic community continue to scrutinize examples for anomalies. Beyond its physical attributes, the 2012 20p holds historical significance within the broader context of Elizabeth II's reign and the United Kingdom's early 21st century narrative. In 2012, the Queen celebrated her Diamond Jubilee, marking 60 years on the throne, an occasion commemorated with national pageantry, cultural events, and numerous coin issues. While the 20p was not directly a part of the Jubilee commemorative series, it circulated widely during that celebratory atmosphere, and thus carries with it a degree of indirect historical resonance. Holding a 2012 20p is, in a way, holding a piece of that milestone year. One that celebrated not only the Queen's longevity, but also the endurance of the British monarchy through 6 decades of profound political and social change. Additionally, 2012 was the year of the London Olympics, further cementing the period as one of national pride and international attention. The 20p coin, though modest in denomination, was part of the everyday experience of people during that exciting and momentous year. For collectors aiming to preserve modern coinage with a historical eye, the 2012 20p serves as both an accessible starting point and a meaningful addition to broader collections. Its place in the ongoing Royal Shield series, its representation of the 4th portrait of the Queen, and its circulation during a Jubilee year give it multi-dimensional interest. Whether housed in an album alongside other decimal coins or included in a more expansive project documenting Elizabeth II's reign through coinage, the 2012 20p is a coin that holds far more value than its face suggests. It is a piece of design evolution, a mark of national identity, and a silent witness to a year filled with royal commemoration and global attention on Britain's capital city. In conclusion, the 2012 Elizabeth II de Gregfy 20p coin is more than a mere token of exchange. It is a symbol of continuity, monarchy, and national unity, bound together in one small but powerfully designed object. Its widespread presence should not obscure its deeper value for collectors and historians alike. As the Royal Mint continues to evolve its designs and monarchs pass on, coins like the 2012 20p become lasting relics of a specific time in British history.